Five Nights at Mother f***ing Freddy's. Oh yeah. Oh, it's time, people. I am Fasa the Silver Chimera, and I love FNAF. I remember back in the day, my best bud and his girlfriend slash future wife, we were hanging out, right? Then he suddenly gets this bright idea to scare the shit out of both of us. So he showed us this game. Me and his lady were huddled behind him, looking through our fingers, quivering in fear at every haunting noise and screaming to the high heavens when the jump scares happened. It was a great time. The funny thing is, looking back on it, I know none of us knew what this game would become, but what seemed to be overnight, Freddy's was poppin'. And if you've been on the internet, you know what I'm talking about. Markiplier, MatPat, The Living Tombstone, video after video, theory after theory, animations, fan art, porn, blah 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 blah.
Was that the rate of 87?
It spread like wildfire and hooked itself in our collective psyches. The people couldn't get enough of creepy pizzerias and children getting vored by robots. It was one hell of a party. We got pizza and dead kids galore. And I was just sitting in the back, watching some videos here and there, keeping up with MatPat's theories, just enjoying the view. I, like a lot of fans of this series, never played any of the games myself. I just kept up with it because it was interesting. But then I finally decided to purchase and play one for myself. And it was Security Breach. Let's talk about it. Welcome to the Mega Pizzaplex. This place is enormous and gaudy, and I love it. Bright neon colors, colossal golden statues of the animatronics. It's just doing too much, and that's the right amount. Fazbear Entertainment is supposed to be a parody of corporations. It's supposed to be money hungry and out of touch, so this just feels right, you know? The game starts with this really cool opening cutscene showing off the new animatronics. It's setting the stage for the adventure to come, and we got Daddy Bear, Chicken Tenders, Mommy Wolf, and Daddy, but with anger issues. The gang's all here. And it's exciting to see FNAF characters moving around, radiating so much personality, rocking out and coming to life. But, unfortunately, Freddy's bump of coke starts to hit a little different and he blacks out. You know, I get it. We've all been there. When Freddy comes to, he's staring at the mirror in his green room. And surprise, there's a kid inside of him. Okay, well that came out wrong. Anyway, this kid is Gregory. He's kind of a brat, he could be a robot, that's not really important, but what is important is he's trying to get the hell out of here, and he's currently on the run from the security guard, Vanessa.
Shh! Will you shut up?
Who said that?
I did! And down here.
Down where? I still do not see you.
Okay, listen. You were sleeping, so I opened the stomach hatch and climbed inside.
My stomach hatch? That place is reserved for oversized birthday cakes and piñatas. It is not a safe play area.
Yeah, the stomach hatch is for cakes and piñatas. No, it couldn't be for children. No, absolutely, there's no way. Freddy decides to help Gregory get the fuck out. He's so reassuring. Is this what having a dad is like? So we gotta crawl through some vents and help Freddy out of his room. As we scuttle along, we get a little peek into everyone's green room, which I thought was a nice touch. It helps show off their personalities a bit. Roxy is...
Your hair is beautiful. Your tail is beautiful. Everyone was watching you. Everyone loves you. Everyone wants to be you.
Roxy's hot, but the bitch is crazy. You can't see Monty's room, but you can hear him going fucking berserk in there. You know what? I'm not gonna mess with that. Chica is in her room just shredding on the guitar. And you get it, girl. Once we're out of the vents, we find ourselves in this kind of museum area called Rockstar Row. You can see everyone's green room and a bunch of little Easter eggs, like the kids' drawings from earlier installments, and even Chica's cupcake. Hello! And the first of these creepy caution sign bots. They can see all of my sins.
I can smell you.
So we need a photo pass to let Freddy out of his room. But Gregory doesn't have one, and Freddy apologizes because he assumed Gregory did. And I know this is probably just me, but I heard Freddy have a little bit of an attitude, like,
Oh, I'm sorry, Gregory. I didn't realize your ass was broke.
well, now that we got the pass, we can hop into Freddy and we can leave this place before it shuts down for the night. Which is nice, but the way I see it, I would just hunker down, go steal some food, chill in Freddy's room until... Get me the fuck out of here. So now that we got a fire under our ass, we gotta move on. That is, until Freddy stops because we're broken, whatever the hell that means. Then we get this really funny scene with Vanessa and Freddy.
Freddy, you're supposed to be on lockdown.
Shut your mouth! I'm listening to music!
After we dodge Vanessa, we keep moving. Unfortunately, Freddy's batteries are low and he just ejects us out, so now we're on our own until this big himbo bear is fully charged. Also, just personal thing, I find it really funny that when Freddy runs near you, there is a shit ton of screen shake.
Leave us alone.
It's just really funny to me. Like, him is a very big boy. But now we're on our own, and as long as we're quiet and careful, what's the worst that could happen? Is this bitch eating trash? Yo, what the fuck? Yeah, we need to not be here. Time to haul ass. And it just so happens that as we're running as fast as our tiny little child legs can go, Monty shows up.
There you are!
And that's not all. Roxy's here too. And the trash-eating chicken wants to get on the action as well. And Freddy is nowhere to be found. He's just somewhere twiddling his thumbs. Thanks, you dick. After the chase scene, Gregory finds himself locked in a security room. And I enjoy the fact that this encounter is a mini FNAF game. It pops up a couple different times. You look at the cameras, stuff like that. It's a nice touch. After this, it's pretty much a straight shot to the main exit. But come on, this is Five Nights at Freddy's. There's no such thing as hope.
Protocols.
No! Wait, I'm still here! Now what am I supposed to do?
The door closes right in front of us. And now, we gotta survive till 6 a.m. We have officially signed up for the world's deadliest game of hide and seek. Yay. To get further into the Pizzaplex, we gotta run around like a chica with her head cut off. We gotta grab a pass, we have to go upgrade that pass, the machine eats the pass, Chica's trying to kill us, then we get a shitty Mr. Hippo magnet.
Lame.
I am sorry, Gregory. I am truly sorry.
Me too, Freddy. Me too. Once we slap the magnet on the machine, we get a daycare pass. Or as I like to call it, the 10th ring of hell. I do like the little music sting you hear when you go down the slide. It's kind of ominous and...
Badge, then let me in.
Oh God. It's him. This is Son. He's not an enemy, he's just an overbearing daycare attendant. He's loud, hyperactive, and just so full of happiness and joy. I hate it. He's so overbearing, he literally won't let you leave this spot.
Tell stories, drink fizzy fast until our heads explode, and then stay up all night. There is only one rule. Keep the lights on.
Well, I guess it's time to turn off the lights.
Oh, no! What a mess! Oh, it was the oh, no! Why would you do that? Lights on! Lights on! I warned you! I warned you!
Oh, I don't think I should have turned off the lights. Shout out to Kellen Goff. He does a great job in this game. He plays Freddy and he plays Son, and you can really hear the fear and anguish in his performance. Now, why is he doing all of this? Well, take a look.
Naughty boy. Naughty boy. It's past your bedtime. You must be punished. Nighty-night.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is Moon, aka the goddamn devil. Seriously, this bitch haunts my dreams. Well, I guess those would be nightmares. So anyway, now we gotta go run around the Jungle Gym Playhouse thingy and look for some backup generators to get the lights back on. Now, why are there generators with exposed wires in a jungle gym made for children? Well, this is Fazbear Entertainment. I don't think they really give a shit about safety.
You serious?
This was a fun encounter, and it was scary and tense the first time for sure. Scrambling in the dark while Moon is breathing down your neck will get the blood pumping. But once you hit the last generator, the lights pop up and Sun throws you out and calls the cops on you.
Rule breaker! Rule breaker! You are banned from the daycare! Security alert! Security alert!
Snitch. Now we got robots on our ass, but luckily, Freddy's here, finally, and we can hop in for safety. I don't know how the other animatronics didn't see us, but, you know, hey, win's a win. Unfortunately, from this point on, Moon is going to hunt us down every hour on the hour, unless we find a recharge station for shelter.
What was that?
That is Vanny. She's kind of the main antagonist of the game, and I, for one, can't wait to see more of her character and watch her evil machinations come to fruition. At the very least, I can't wait for her to have significant story relevance. What?
That is a fountain. A fountain is a decorative reservoir used for discharging water.
Thank you, Freddy. Good job. Anyway, we can now explore more of the Pizzaplex. At this point, the game kind of opens up and branches into different paths. Ah!
Hi, please take this map. Take a map.
I hate you. We gotta get a move on. You know, crawl through some vents, yada yada yada. Hey, look! It's Music Man! Oh god, it's Music Man.
Run for your life!
And I'm sure you've heard the saying, out of the frying pan into the fire. Once we're out of the vent, Lady McNuggets is back on her ass. Also, just a quick sidebar, in this little area, some employees have a framed picture of Roxy, and that confuses me. Like, you know, like, she's an animatronic, and you work here. Couldn't this person just go, like, talk to her, whatever they wanted? I'm getting distracted. So we end up locked up in another office, and Chica wants in. Like, she really wants in. So, Freddy gives us the idea to go make a pizza for her. Because, you know, the bitch loves pizza. We get to remote control a staff bot, and we gotta make the pizza in a certain amount of time before she kicks the door down. The clock's ticking, and we gotta get sauce, meat, cheese, not meat, whatever that is. Funny story, I actually worked at a pizza place, and this section of the game with the clock ticking and ravenous customers constantly banging on the door, threatening my life, it's pretty accurate. But hey, look, the pizza's done. I did warn you the bitch loved pizza. Overall, this part was fun. I liked how the developers used this section to give Chica some personality. After the ordeal, we run away from Chica again, and right as we're about to get away, oh, damn it, got caught up by a Karen. So she throws us in the lost and found, which that's just rude.
I'll bet you think you're real clever, Gregory. Yeah, I know your name. You're in big trouble. This is not the night to be wasting my time. So, you are going to wait right there in Lost and Found until your parents or the police arrive.
Are you having fun yet?
I like this part. It shows how creepy Vanny is, and she had the potential to really be a new standout villain, in my opinion. But unfortunately, this is pretty much it. After this, she pops up randomly as an enemy in the world, and she does show up in some of the endings, but she's barely in the story. And you get hardly any development or character out of her. Now, to be fair, there are like tape log things, but those don't really count as far as I'm concerned. It just kind of sucks. I think she deserved better. Anyway, once we pop the gate off with a screwdriver, we get a message from Freddy. We got to meet him at Roxy Raceway. And once we get over there, we find him like this. Homeboy is having a hard day. We got to go to parts and service or something. I wasn't really paying attention at this point. Now we got to run away from Roxy. Find a MacGuffin pass. Then we end up back in Rockstar Row. We make our way up some stairs and some stuff happens. And then we get locked in a room and attacked by the animatronics. I feel like we've been here before. Have we been here before? And apparently, Freddy got his second wind. How does a robot do that? I don't know. The power of love or some shit. I didn't write this. So we got to open up doors so Freddy can save us. We got to zap the bad animatronics. Shouldn't be too hard, right? How long do I got to hold out? Shit. Damn, Roxy got me. God, she's so hot though. Anyway, I like this encounter. Again, they did a good job building tension, and it was fun to run around clicking buttons. And once you're done with all that, we jump down to Freddy, and he explains that we got to run a Showtime program to access the elevator to the maintenance room. Also, he's really twitchy now. You gotta lay off the coke, bud. You're tweaking. Now it's back to business as usual. We gotta dodge and weave our way around Monty, Chica, and Roxy.
I bet you don't even have.
She's so mean. But she's so hot. Oh, don't look at me like that. Y'all know what I'm about. After we get the party going, we get to the elevator. And like clockwork, Moon's back in the mix. You know what that means. Freddy's dead. Good night, everybody. Quick side note. How did Moon get the drop on Freddy? He's got at least a full head on Moon, and Freddy's got a much bigger build and frame, literally. Oh, right. Yeah, he's coming down from the coke. Never mind, that tracks.
Please take this map. Take a map.
I will kill all of them. Once we take the goddamn map, we meet a peculiar character. A naked endoskeleton. Now, I assume that this is what all the animatronics look like without their shells, and it's creepy, believe me, but the truly scary thing is that they only move when you're looking away from them. They're like the weeping angels from Doctor Who. It's fucking nightmare fuel, I promise. So, let's get out of here through these vents and...
Music Man!
You know, at this point, I'm just starting to feel really bad for this kid. As luck would have it, now we're in this... Well, honestly, I don't really know what this place is. It's a series of tunnels and corridors that seem to serve as some kind of training course for the endoskeletons. There are diagrams on the walls depicting the do's and don'ts of how the endos should interact with people at the Pizzaplex. And it kind of looks like Vanny has done some graffiti down here. Sure would have been nice to see more of her during the game. I digress. This part with the weeping bots, as I like to call them, is probably the scariest part of the game, if you ask me. Constantly running and whipping around to freeze the endos is fun and pulse pounding, you know? It's like the world's deadliest game of freeze tag. Or red light, green light. I don't really know. I didn't have friends growing up. The point is, this part of the game is pretty creepy. I can't tell you how many times my heart rate skyrocketed when I heard the heavy thuds of footsteps behind me. And only by the grace of God did I manage to turn around in time to see one of those metal monstrosities a breath away from murdering me. After all that's said and done, we find ourselves in a creepy ass room with a security badge and endos hanging from the ceiling. I personally think this could be Vanny's lair, but I don't know. I'm probably wrong. After we snag the badge, we head back to maintenance, and we get a little peep into Vanessa going all Batman on Freddy.
Vanessa, do not leave me like this.
Once she's done with her interrogation, we head in and we have to fix up Freddy. Essentially, we have to do a little mini game where you have to hit the right buttons at the right time or the right color in the right order or something like that. And if you mess up, you die, because God forbid anything goes easy on this kid at this point, right? Once we finish the world's deadliest game of Simon Says, Freddy tells us we gotta get a gun. Or a camera. So naturally I pick the gun, because I'm a red-blooded American, damn it. So we take the elevator up, back to Rockstar Row. And for some reason, Roxy's just crying in her room. And I have a lot of questions about this moment. Why is she crying? Is it because she hasn't been able to catch Gregory yet? Is it because she's battling, depression? Did her nudes leak or something? I don't know. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. The next thing we have to do is get a party pass from Chica's room. Nothing a little vent crawling and screwdriver can't fix. Once we're in there, we grab the pass. And oh, look at the time. Looks like Moon is after us again. No big deal. I'm sure there's a resource station nearby. Man, this game sure is full of fun, fair, interactive gameplay. Oh, somebody shoot me, please. Okay, now that we got a party pass, and Moon pissed off back into the void for another hour, we gotta head to Fasa Blaster to get ourselves a shiny new salad shooter. We get a helmet, a blaster, and we gotta capture some zones.
Let's do this.
After some good old-fashioned King of the Hill, we get ourselves a golden gun and leave. Freddy tells us to go to the security office, we grab another badge and a ticket to the bowling alley, so I guess we should go there for some reason. Once we're in the bowling alley, grabbing this mystery mix is pretty simple. On the way out, we run into more of the weeping bots. Super creepy. But, at least now we have a bag of green sludge, and we can kill Chica. Yay. I guess. I don't really feel like the game set this plot point up really well, but fuck it. I'm in the mood for payback. Back to the kitchen, we set the mix down in a trash compactor and flip on a generator because video games have to do that annoying thing where they add a bunch of extra steps to some shit that should be super simple. Now that the trash compactor has power, our trap is ready.
I smell pizza. Oh, no.
And little thing, I love the little pop when her eyes bulge out. It's oddly satisfying. However, Chica is a spiteful chicken. She ended up dragging us down with her. Typical junkie behavior, am I right? The good news is we ripped out her voice box, and here's a fun little fact. When Gregory Spartan kicked her beak off, it made Glamrock Chica unable to eat. And we've seen through the rest of the game that she loves eating. So, good job still, Wool. That's some nice dramatic irony. I think that's irony. Also, she looks more like Toy Chica from FNAF 2. And I know what you're doing still, Wool. You're not slick.
I will fuck the shit out of that robot.
Once we take out the voice box, we find a way out of these sewage tunnels. This place is creepy. It's dark and dank and not in a fun way. The objective is to hit 3 generators. And once we start, guess who shows back up? That's right, boys and girls. Chica binge eats her way back from the dead. Woo! Luckily, she's not too hard to get away from, thankfully, especially since we have a handy-dandy gun with us. After some more literally running around in the dark looking for light switches, and running into these extremely creepy staff bots, we make our way into this room. It's full of sticky notes, and it has a table surrounded by stat pots that look a lot like a family. It's really creepy. You also find a collectible that shows a poster from like the OG Fazbear Family Diner. Now, I don't know the meaning of this room, and I'm not about to quadruple the length of this video by diving into the lore or anything. I will say this. I think the family is pretty obviously the Afton family. But you know what? Why don't some of the lore masters in the FNAF community tell me your thoughts in the comment section below? You hear that? It's the call to action. Do you dare answer? Anyway, back to me talking shit and making jokes. After we ascend out of the depths of hell, that is this trash dump, we head back to maintenance to shove Chica's voice box into Freddy. And now he sounds like a demon.
That is a relief. With this new voice box, I should be able to make a vocal pitch that will stun animatronics.
Oh no, I better find a recharge station.
It's past your bedtime.
That was easy. Back to animatronic hunting. And it looks like wolves are on the menu, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, I'm Roxanne Wolf. If you're looking for high-speed motor mayhem, Roxy Raceway is the place to be. Sign up today and be a winner. Nobody likes a loser.
This girl's ego is out of control. Once inside, Freddy informs us that we're too small to ride this ride, and now we gotta find some head. It's the story of my life. Luckily, the head is just on the other side of the room. You did not earn that, game. You did not earn that. So, it looks like the head is broken, because of course it is. Now we gotta go fix it in a completely different part of the Pizzaplex, because of course we do.
I must stay here. I wish I could join you, but after tonight's stage incident, I am not allowed to perform. When I step onto the West Arcade dance floor, I cannot stop myself. It is a programming bug.
What can I say? Freddy likes throwing it back with maximum efficiency. Once inside the West Arcade, we're greeted by a giant golden statue of Freddy, and this big hunk of nightmare fuel. And I can't tell if it's sleeping or waiting. But no time to waste, we gotta get some head. We enter the security office and apparently all hell breaks loose, so we gotta flip some switches. Again. And they're all in random locations that don't make any sense, like the bathroom. Also, apparently that's a thing now.
I've got a big thirst for human blood!
This place is a madhouse. Okay. Now that I've done all this bullshit, can I please get some head? Sweet! Time to kill Roxy.
He needs some milk.
Okay, so the best part of this cutscene is the driver bot. They're out here living their best life right now. I love it. Roxy, on the other hand, is not. And you know, I feel kind of bad, but at the same time, thanks for nothing, crazy bitch. Apparently, she didn't like being called crazy. So now she's blind and bursting through walls at the smallest sound. And ironically, I feel like the only word I can use in this situation is crazy. Also, nice touch, making the character obsessed with her appearance lose her eyes and become horrifyingly ugly. Again, the dramatic irony is delicious. But we should probably get the hell out of here because we gotta install those eyes into Freddy. And thank God it's time for us to get the hell out of here. From this point on, it's pretty much a straight shot to the main entrance. Moon is chasing you though, but as long as you're moving at Freddy speed, you should be fine. Vanessa also tries to distract you with a promise of something on the main stage, but don't go there. The bitch is lying. When we get to the front door, Gregory and Freddy exchange a sad farewell.
Freddy, it's open, let's go!
No, I cannot exit this facility.
Of course you can! Come on, we can hide you somewhere.
Without a recharge station, my systems would shut down within an hour. It is a safety precaution. It is my design. This is where I must stay. Do not return. It will never be safe. I will miss you.
Freddy, if I leave now, nothing will change, will it? There will be more disappearances.
Yes, I am afraid that is correct.
And then you can just leave the Pizzaplex. Well, looks like all of this was for nothing. Gregory got stabbed in an alley. That's the game sometimes. Just ask Batman's parents. I'll see you guys in the Ruin DLC. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and all that noise. Okay. You got me. There are multiple endings, so let's talk about them. In the fire escape ending, Freddy gets fed up with all of this society.
I guess Mr. Rogers is gonna have to burn this motherfucker down.
Now that the party has started, due to the roof literally being on fire, Gregory and Freddy haul ass up to the fire escape. But gasp! Vanny's up there. She grabs a hold of Gregory. Luckily, Freddy shows up and proclaims,
Vanessa, I can see you now. I have special eyes.
Freddy WWE spears this bitch off the building. Both Vanny and Freddy plummet to the ground. In his last moments, Freddy says goodbye to Gregory. Gregory runs to ground level to see where the bodies landed. He takes off Vanny's mask, and it's Vanessa, the security guard. Shocker. But what's this? On top of the burning Pizzaplex, it's Vanessa, the security guard. Shocker? What does this mean? Maybe it's her spirit, or maybe there are two different people? Comment section. Please tell me. Anyway, moving on. In the van ending, Gregory and Freddy steal a van and hightail it out of there. At some point during their high-speed escapade, Freddy's battery dies, and Gregory uses the van's battery to give him a jump. And I don't think that's how that works, but what do I know? I'm a millennial. All we know is complaining into quiet quit. Once Freddy's up and running, they drive off into the sunrise. And now Monty's the new lead singer and Mr. Hippo is playing the triangle. It's a cute ending, but let's see what else they got. Now, from here on out, we have the more interesting ones, in my opinion. First up, we have the bad Vanny ending. If you find her hiding spot in Phaser Blast, you can try to get the jump on her. This is also one of the few endings with a rendered cutscene.
Disassemble Freddy.
Freddy, put your hands up, bud. You're getting murdered out there, dog. Bear. After Freddy gets his ass whooped by staff bots, Gregory runs around and sneaks his way into Vanny's hideout. And again, Vanny, put your hands up, girl. Does no one in this Pizzaplex know how to scrap? Damn. Anyway, after Vanny gets her guts rearranged, that came out wrong, Gregory goes to Freddy. Freddy's lying on the ground and broken, and Freddy dies after calling Gregory Superstar one last time.
You are my superstar.
And it's actually kind of sad. But the good news is, there's a good version of this ending. If you find all 3 of the Princess Quest arcade cabinets, you get the good ending. This is probably the most hopeful, good ending you can get since everyone is out and free and eating ice cream. So, you know, yay. And alright, time for us to talk about the big one. In the true ending, and I use that term very loosely, we discover that the pizzeria from FNAF 6 is under the Mega Pizzaplex because reasons. Now, if we venture into the depths of this burnt up wreckage, we run into a large mass of gooey gunk called the Blob. Keep that in mind. Further into the depths, we meet the real devil behind all of this. Kind of. It's a complicated mess of lore and backstory all tangled up in this messy franchise. Kind of like the Blob. Burn Trap. That's right. William Afton has returned. Again. For the 4th or 5th time. Also, it might not actually be Afton. It might be this thing called the Mimic. Are you confused yet? Good. Clearly you've been listening. So we gotta do a little boss battle. Close some doors, stop Burn Trap from hacking Freddy, spin around, do a little dance, throw it in a circle, wait for MatPat to make a theory video, then boom! You've beaten Burn Trap. Everything is on fire and crumbling to the ground. So naturally, Gregory and Freddy haul ass out of there. Burn Trap hobbles his old ass like 4 steps, then the Blob shows up and snatches Burn Trap out of the plot. Credits play, and Freddy and Gregory sit on a grass hill looking out on the sunrise. Probably trying to figure out what the hell just happened.
I am truly sorry.
Me too, Freddy. Me too. So that's Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach. Overall, this is not the best FNAF game, but there's a lot to love. It has some good moments. It is nice to see the world we all love done with a higher quality. Voice acting, more characters, things like that. But unfortunately, there's not really much else here. There's barely a story at all, and what makes that worse is the game makes you ask a million questions and offers no answers. It teases answers, but at the end of the day, it just kind of shrugs its shoulders and says, go read the books and thanks for the money. And the thing that really upsets me the most is this was a chance to set up actual characters. I want to see more from Gregory and Freddy. I want to learn more about the other animatronics and Vanny, but it all feels like it was left on the cutting room floor or pushed to the side for old Peepaw Afton. Ugh, it's irritating for sure. I feel that FNAF in general has been too focused on the mystery and the lore for too long and needs to start telling actual stories in the games. But nowadays in gaming, that's pretty much the status quo. But hey, that's just my thoughts, and hopefully the DLC Ruin can start putting things in a better direction. And luckily, we don't have to wait too long for that. In the meantime, I'm Fasa the Silver Chimera, and as always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please leave a like and hit the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified when new videos come out, hit the little bell. Feel free to talk to me in the comment section below, tell me your thoughts on the game or your predictions for Ruin, or hell, school me on the lore. Maybe some of you can explain some of this shit to me. If you don't know what to comment, just put pizza. That feels appropriate. Well, I gotta get going. I got other videos to work on, so until next time.